Dear friends, welcome to another video of Fathoming Mind. In today's video, we are going to discuss about personality. We have often heard the term personality. People have got different sorts of personality they express in their everyday behavior. It is depending on their personality, they are behaving with the society or they are interacting with the society. Some people have got a very high personality while some other people may not have very high personality. So like that, we standardize people on the basis of the behavior that they are showing in their everyday situation. The people who have got high personality, we expect a high behavior from them. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, or APJ Abdul Kalam, or some other eminent figures who are living or non-living. So we expect some kind of great behaviors from the personality who have got a great behaviors from people who have got great personalities. So what is this personality? Personality comes from the Latin word persona, which means mask. So though apparently it does not have any connection with the mask, personality is really the inner reflection of a person's self. So this is reflected through the daily behaviors of the individual. So we cannot call it as a mask, but this is not a mask. People are just expressing their personality as and how they like it, and even the unconscious things are influencing the people's personality. According to Freud, the 50 or 95 percentage or even 98 percentage of personality is influenced by the unconscious mind, which the person is not aware about. Freud is comparing the unconscious mind to an iceberg. So what is the specialty of an iceberg? Iceberg will not be visible outside the sea. Only the tip of the iceberg can be visible out of the sea. The major part of the iceberg will be totally inside the sea, and this major part of iceberg is compared to our unconscious mind. Our unconscious mind is the collection of different experiences we had in our life, maybe in the past, which we are not currently aware about, but it is influencing our behavior. So many of our inner conflicts or frustrations or personality disorders or the problems which the people are facing, or the behavioral issues which people are facing, according to Freud, is the reflections of the unconscious mind. So unconscious mind is always haunting the individual, the past experience and things like that. When we come to the perspective of the behaviorist, they say that there is no unconscious, but the learning is influencing the individual of behavior. Why a person is behaving in a particular way? It is because the person has learned that particular behavior and he can relearn that particular behavior. The person who has got the behavior of alcoholism, he can relearn it, that behavior, because he has developed this particular habit through the conditioning. So by daily taking the alcohol, the person is getting a pleasure out of that, and the person is conditioned to that behavior, and that means which he is likely to repeat that behavior again and again. But once the person is relearning that behavior, he is substituting alcohol with some other things in the life, maybe some other exercise or some other kind of things in life, he can relearn that behavior. That possibility is also there. That is the perspective proposed by the behaviorist people. While the third force in psychology is the humanism. The third humanistic perspective says that the behavior of the individual can be changed when a person is given unconditional positive regard. Why people are behaving in such a particular way is that because the person is not getting the individual freedom. Okay, so these are some different viewpoints the psychologists are telling about the people's behavior and how the behavior developed. So we are discussing about the personality. Anyway, we see that there are different type of personalities in and around us. Even when we are living in the same home, people are behaving differently. Father, mother, and brother, sister, and everybody is behaving differently. Still, when we go to school, again our friends are behaving differently. When we go to job place, all are behaving differently. So in a sense, we can say everybody has got a unique behavior. A person's behavior is not similar to another person's behavior. Even though there are genetic traces of behavior behavior from son or daughter, from father to mother, like that. Even though there are personality differences between father, son, or so we can find it. Okay, so each person has got an individual behavior and individuality, so it is because of his personality, and that personality comes out of a person's experience, and that person's experience is only just unique to him. So understanding and having an insight into our own self, our own experiences, helps us to understand our past behavior and make modifications in our behavior, and thereby we can also make modifications in our personality. So by changing our behavior, we are also able to change our personality, whether we understand it as an unconscious mind, or whether we understand personality as learning as proposed by behaviorist, or whether we understand it as a situation of unconditional positive regard. The thing is that we should get a light into our personality. So when we are deeply reflecting about our personality, by going analyzing, or by having proper insight into our personality, or by reading and reflection, when we understand more about our personality, we get also insight about others personality, and we are able to modulate and make changes in our behavior. So we should understand we are not the product of past, we are the people of present, and we are able to change. Then let us become the agents of change in our personality, and become the great personalities. Thank you, dear friends.